What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our MLB The Show Franchise series. I gotta say, I enjoyed the first game. It was a great game. We beat the Boston Red Sox. It was the low-hitting game, great pitchers duel. Hunter Green getting the win over Garrett Crochet. Huge win. All right, so now I wanted to do what I want to do in this episode is before we play our second game, I wanted to kind of look at our roster and kind of get more familiarized with what I guess not really our roster, but more so our the menus of the franchise mode, right? So one of the brand new things that's new for this year that was really big for the franchise mode was the trading and the logic of it. And they revitalized the whole entire trade hub, which looks really, really clean. So on the trade overview tab, you can see in the trade hub, the market sentiment. So it kind of tells you what the market is. Right now, the market seems to be a seller's market. Trade prices may be inflated due to the small number of teams looking to sell. Positional markets right now in left field bidding wars could lead to higher prices, as well as center field. Right now, we have no pending offers, so that obviously makes sense. Looking at some of the rumors, though. So according to Drew's Sketchy News, the Blue Jays could use an upgrade at starting pitcher and are actively targeting players in trade. The Blabber Barn says the Astros could use an upgrade at center field and are actively targeting players in trade. You see the Angels, they have put Robert Stevenson on the trading block, and the Phillies are scouring the market for an upgrade at catcher. And then we can add players to the trade block, players that we possibly want to get rid of. Right now, I don't have any at this very second, so I'm going to leave that empty. Untouchables, however, I have added Hunter Green and Ellie De La Cruz. I believe right now those two I do not want to include in a trade. I want to keep them on. This is what our franchise is going to be built around, is between these two. I mean, Hunter Green, a potential 26 years old, a stud pitcher. We kind of seen that in the first game of the year. Ellie De La Cruz, potential A, 24 years old. Obviously a star right now in Major League Baseball. So we want to keep him. If we want to be serious, we cannot be trading away these studs of players, right? Looking at trade targets, we can select players to signal interest in acquiring. We can select other players. And the one player I feel like is just absolutely probably not even going to happen. Actually, before I even work my way over there, I've always dreamed of having him, especially for being our rivals. It's Paul Skeens. Obviously, he is locked. He's an untouchable. But you know what? That could change. And I'm not saying that we're going to try to go for him because I doubt it's going to happen. But, wishful thinking, right? Moving over to our positions, you can see left field is our weakest point right now, 24th. We also, really our whole outfield is kind of on the lower end, as well as relief pitching and first base. So also catchers as well is not too hot right now. So we have a lot of different things that we could play around with this. We could also look at the trade blocks right now. You can see these are the players that are on the trade block. The Blue Jays got a couple of players. They got Garcia, Santander, Alec Boehm's put on the trade block from the Phillies. We got Kim from the Braves, Kittredge from the Orioles, Kinley from the Braves, Goldschmidt from the Yankees is even on there. I like this a little bit, but looking at his contract, $4 million for 1 year. I mean, that's not too bad of a price to pay, right? Do we want to try to make a move for him, maybe? I mean, for his age, his fielding's not bad. Great hitter against lefties. So we could probably maybe add Goldschmidt to maybe a potential player maybe to pursue. We got Okert from the Astros as well, Minter. I mean, there's a bunch of players. Alvarado's even on there. So, there's only one outfielder, and that's Santander. I don't know if I want to add Santander to to our potential. I just don't, I don't know if he really fits the bill. I mean, he's a great power hitter, but I mean, look at that. I mean, 5 years, $18.5 million contract. I'm not sure if he's going to be worth it, especially being 31 years old. So I think I'm going to pass on Santander. We got Kim at shortstop. We don't need a shortstop. Third baseman, I think we're still good on third baseman. Unless we trade away Eugenio Suarez, and we could go for Bohm. I wouldn't mind that. Decent fielding. Contact is great. Power, not so much. Not so good on the speed as well. His arm accuracy is just pretty decent. So Alec Bohm could be a player I could go for. Also, one year contract, $10.2 million. I'm sure he's going to be looking for a bigger contract by the end of the season. So he also plays secondary base as first base. So a secondary position is first base. So I like that. I do like Alec Bohm. We can add him to a target. Yeah, let's go and add him to a target. Because we might move Eugenio Suarez, and that'll actually free up some more money as well. Paul Goldschmidt, I'm going to add him to the target as well. For 1 year, this dude's probably going to retire after this year. I think it would be great to add him if we become buyers. If the Yankees they still have him by the time we get to the midpoint of the season. A lot of good catchers, or a lot of catchers here, but nobody really stands out to me. So, I mean, you could go for somebody who is on the. I mean, these guys are all in their way past their prime. They're up there in age. These guys might be some last minute buys if you really need one, but it's not worth it. Yimi Garcia, 35 years old again. These are really. I just lost connection to the show online. Great. Anyways, back to it. So. Yeah, a lot of these guys are up there and are above 30. Except we got, Gratterall. Anyways, the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers don't really need him because they've got a godly roster anyways. So we added a couple players in the trade block. Depth chart. Again, I'm going to adjust this before the next episode. I forgot to do it before this episode, but this is our depth chart, and we can look at the years once I get it set. But for right now, that's what we're looking at. Lineups still look good. I'm not going to change those. We're only a game man. Rotation, we're going to have Nick Lodolo. He's going to get ready to start his first game of the year. So, I mean, that's kind of what the trade hub looks like. So, I wanted to look at that before we go any further. Let's take a look at our budget right now. As you can see right now, Eugenio Suarez is eating up the most. He's only on one more year. He's only got 1 more year, and then he's done. So, I don't know. I still am heavily thinking about moving him. Also, Brady Singer, we designated him for assignment. I am heavily expecting him to get picked up. I didn't realize he was 29 years old with an 81 overall and the potential of a B. So he's definitely going to get picked up. Probably a bad move on my part, but he didn't have a very good spring training, and I felt like Petty was going to be the better option for starting pitching. So Caleb Ferguson, I don't know if he'll get picked up. He's kind of an older fella. He's well, actually, I guess he's not. I stand corrected. 29 years old. See potential, but again, beggars can't be choosers. So I'm looking at a lot of different things to trying to get myself ready for what we could and what we may have to do. You can see our player salaries. We got a lot of 1-year contracts getting ready to drop after the end of this year. We're going to go from $128 million spending to $33 million spending in 2027. So we have a lot of re-signings to do. So we're looking at a pretty good season. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what we have. We got the Red Sox again, and then we got to take on the Pirates at home. So that'll be a really, really fun game. Will we play Paul Skeens? The answer is yes. Wednesday, April the 1st, we will be playing Paul Skeens versus Hunter Green. It should be a great game. Can't wait for that one. And so I thought about how I wanted to do the entire franchise and how I wanted to play the games. Every game I will have some sort of interaction with, whether it's playing the full game and having it like I did in the first episode, or we are going to actually jump in and manage them the game. And we might do a couple per episode if we do it that way. But my plan is, I think initially to not play and then like simulate the game. So, you know, and one, just kind of keep the episodes relatively short. I mean, it was 49 minutes in the last one, and I expect the next one I play to be longer because I want to try to play with the broadcast out. You probably heard my dog in the background. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go to it. Let's we simulated that game, simulated the day 2. All right, day 3 of baseball is back. It's game 2 for us. Ranger Suarez versus Nick Lodolo. Everybody's ready to lead it off. Here we go. Oh, they changed this whole entire thing around. Okay. So we have Roman Anthony, Nick Lodolo. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so now it's our turn to try to take this. Let me go ahead. I think we're swinging there. Yeah. Brian Hayes, Ellie De La Cruz, shot a bunt. Nah, he grounded out. Okay. We'll try pitch around Trevor. We walked him. Okay. Jaron Duran. Oh, Story stole the base. Fly out. 2 outs. Ow! A 2-out home run, man. 2-out home run by Durbin. Puts the Red Sox up 2-0 in the top of the second. Finally got Navarez. Eugenio Suarez strikes out. Friedel strikes out. McLean pops out. All right, Wilyer Abreu. Roman Anthony down at the bottom of the lineup. Oh, I'm sorry, he's at the top of the lineup. And Romy Gonzalez. Walks. Wilson Contreras. Let's see if we can pick off first. Okay. We got a fly out. All right, J.J. Bleday. Walks. Marte. Singles. How about that? We're going to try to steal second here with Marte. He's caught stealing. All right, Nathaniel Lowe. Lines out. Stevenson. Gets a double and a run will score. The Reds chipping away in the bottom of the third. Here comes Brian Hayes. He swings. Runner thrown out at the plate. Unfortunately, no runs come across for the Reds. All right, Rafaela versus Lodolo. And another home run given up by Lodolo. Story grounds out. Duran, he grounds out. And Durbin will fly out. All right, De La Cruz strikes out. Suarez singles. Friedel hits into a fielder's choice. Matt McLean grounds out. All right, top of the 5th. Navarez flies out. Abreu grounds out. Roman Anthony pops up. All right, looking good. We're looking good so far. And we're still within 2 runs. We got the most hits. Bleday flies out. Marte flies out. Nathaniel Lowe will strike out. All right, Lodolo. Stamina is still looking good. We're about halfway down, but I think we're going to start watching him maybe. I think we may have to go to the bullpen a little bit earlier than we anticipated if things get out of control here in the 6th inning. Gonzalez strikes out. Contreras grounds out. Rafaela grounds out. Great inning for Lodolo. Stevenson strikes out. Hayes flies out. De La Cruz flies out. A lot of hitless batters here so far in our lineup. Trevor Story doubles. All right. So we can pick him off. All right, let's do a pitching change. We're going to go to the bullpen. We're going to bring in, I think we're going to bring in Pierce Johnson. Yeah, because we got a couple of righties up. So he might struggle against the lefty. We'll see. All right, an error. So an error cost us a runner. So now no outs, 2 runners on for the Red Sox. Top of the 7th. Pierce Johnson, here we go. Got a fielder's choice. Navarez singles. Bases are juiced. Abreu, there's a fielder's choice. Saved the run. And Roman Anthony, fielder's choice. And gets out of the jam. That's what I'm talking about. Big moment. Big moment for Johnson. All right, Suarez flies out. Friedel strikes out. McLean strikes out. We are getting handled by the Red Sox. We're going to go to another pitching change. We're going to bring Santillan in. All right, here we go. All right, so Santillan is going to try to go against Gonzalez, Contreras, and Rafaela. Dangerous part of the lineup. He walks the first one. We're going to try to pick off. Save. Contreras double play. Nice job. Rafaela singles. And now we're going to try to pitch around Story. Nah, we'll pitch to him. Strikes him out. We got him. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Here we go. J.J. Bleday will now face Garrett Whitlock. So Garrett Whitlock is now pitching for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 8th. Here we go. Bleday grounds out. Marte singles. That's huge. I want to try to steal again with Marte. He stole in the first game. Do we want to get aggressive? But no, we're going to see what Nathaniel Lowe can do. And Lowe hits into a double play, and I instantly regret not trying to steal the base. And now Jarren Duran will be the first batter we face in the top of the 9th. We're going to bring in, let's bring in Jake Cousins, the guy that we signed to the contract. Our newer pitcher. Here we go. Oh, double given up. Run scored. Oh, this guy is... There's the reason he was a free agent. And there's the double play. All right, so we're down by... We are down by 3. Aroldis Chapman comes in. Tyler Stevenson is up to bat with Brian Hayes. Ellie De La Cruz. You know what? Just for fun, let's try to keep our undefeated season in play. We're going to join the game.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Stevenson, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Chapman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Out towards left center, Anthony settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Reds, third baseman, Brian Hayes.
Now batting Brian Hayes. 1 for 3. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
The Bo Sox trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's the 2-2. Flares it into the outfield. Pulls it in for the out.
Up next for the Reds, shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
So it's their last chance in this one. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Yep. That's the ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that one missing low.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Payoff pitch. This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. Here comes the crowd. They're feeling it right now.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
And that one fouled off. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
The first 2 games of this series really good. Exchanged punch for punch, blow for blow. But tomorrow will be a big one, especially in a day game. There might be some shadows in the afternoon. So you really want to focus on scoring early and playing very good defense to prevent runs. We'll see who wins it tomorrow.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
All right, so a really tough loss there. We jumped into the game to try to maybe salvage the 2-0 start to the season, but to no avail. Ranger Suarez getting the win with Aroldis Chapman getting that save. Made a little bit of noise in the bottom of the ninth to try to close that out, but didn't happen. I didn't think it was, especially after the first 2 outs. Anyways, on to the next one. All right, so here we go. We're back at the calendar, and we are looking at our 3rd game of the year. Chase Burns going to take the mound against Sonny Gray, and should be a great game, I feel like. Sonny Gray, Chase Burns. Let's see what we can do with another quick manage. All right, here we go. Jarren Duran, Chase Burns. Here we go. Top of the first. Got a strikeout. There's a walk. Abreu pops up. Contreras will strike out. All right, here we go. Nathaniel Lowe going to try to get us started off. He is hitless in 26. He will strike out. Ellie De La Cruz had that home run yesterday. He walks. We're going to try to steal second, and we did with these. Friedel strikes out. Eugenio Suarez strikes out. There we go. Trevor Story pops up. Roman Gonzalez will strike out, and Rafaela grounds out. All right, bottom of the second. Tyler Stevenson. He'll ground out. Marte having a pretty solid start to the season. He will single. We're going to try to steal second with Marte. We got it. Matt McClain. Here we go. Big Mac gets a double and scores in a run. Will Benson as the runner's thrown out. Will Benson's his first appearance of the season with a double. Brian Hayes will strike out. All right, so we're up 1-0. Top of the third, Navarez will single. Durbin pops up. Duran strikes out, and Anthony strikes out again. Nathaniel Lowe strikes out. Ellie De La Cruz singles. De La Cruz will steal second. Friedel gets the fly out. Eugenio Suarez will ground out. All right, Wilyer Abreu. Here we go again. He grounds out. Wilson Contreras singles. Trevor Story singles. We're going to try to pick off. And also, Wilson Contreras moved to third. Try to pick off Trevor Story. He is safe. Romy Gonzalez. And that one's into a double play. Saves a run from getting, or prevents a run for the Red Sox. Bottom of the fourth, Tyler Stevenson.
Take your base.
He will walk. Marte hits into a double play. Matt McClain singles. He's going to try to steal second. He's got it. Will Benson. He is 1 for 1 this season. He grounds out. Rafaela, top of the fifth, grounds out for the Red Sox. Navarez grounds out. Durbin having a really strong start to the season. We're going to try to pitch to contact here, and he flies out. Brian Hayes, he grounds out. Nathaniel Lowe looking for his first hit of the season. He walks. Ellie De La Cruz flies out. Friedel will strike out. Jaron Duran off to a very slow start to the season. We're going to try to pitch to contact. He walks. Try to pick off first. We'll try it again. All right, here we go. Roman Anthony. Double play. Wilyer Abreu. And now Wilson Contreras. What will he do? There we go. Nice play. Or nice inning. Bottom of the 6th, Sonny Gray. Eugenio Suarez. Suarez pops up. Stevenson. Grounds out. Marte strikes out. All right, Trevor Story will single. Pick off the first. And we got a defensive substitution. I think there was an injury on the play. Let's see who got injured. Who was injured? I don't know who was hurt. Oh, nope. I don't know who was hurt. All right, here we go. There's a walk. Oh, our pitcher got hurt. That's who it was. Sam Mole's now in. All right, this is not ideal. We got runners on first and second, top of the 7th, no outs. There's a fly out. There's another fly out. There's a walk. Bases juiced. And ground out. Gets out of a jam. Sam Mole comes in and fills in for Burns. Unfortunately, an injury. Let's see what happened there. Sonny Gray still in, bottom of the 7th. That will now change. Giovanni Moran will take on Matt McClain. Matt McClain flies out. Will Benson strikes out. Brian Hayes grounds out. Roman Anthony still hitless. Lines out. Wilyer Abreu still hitless. He flies out. Wilson Contreras strikes out. Bottom of the 8th, Nathaniel Lowe flies out. Elliot De La Cruz flies out. Friedel will now face Garrett Whitlock. He flies out. All right, so now we're going to do a pitching change ourselves. We're going to bring in our closer, Emilio Pagan, looking for his second save of the season. He's got to face Trevor Story. We're going to fly out for him. Romy Gonzalez will pop up, and Rafaela will get out as well, and that's a W for the Reds. But take a look. Chase Burns sustained an injury, a broken forearm. Major injury to our pitching rotation. And this could not come at a worse time because I was hoping we could get Lee Singer through the designated for assignment. Hopefully we can, and we'll be able to keep him. But 2 to 3 months for Chase Burns, a big injury. That's going to include a 60-day trip or a trip to the 60-day IL. And now we gotta handle this as we go to our roster. Let's see who we can bring up, because now Brady Singer is a guy we would love to bring up, but because he is completely right now designated for assignment, I hope that he stays with us. We can bring him up. If not, we'll have to call somebody up. And I'm thinking maybe Brandon Williamson, who was competing for that starting job with Chase Petty. All right, and here we are with another game. We got our first game against our rivals, the Pirates. I went ahead and I just kind of just filled in the rotation spot, hoping that we can get Brady Singer back here after the designated for assignment stuff is done. So let's go ahead and play this game right now. We got Andrew Abbott making his first appearance on the mound. O'Hearn will ground out. Marcell Ozuna flies out. Joey Bart having a pretty good season. We're going to try to pitch around him. He walks. Brandon Lowe, he will ground out. How about this? Nathaniel Lowe flies out. Ellie De La Cruz doubles. We're going to try to steal third, and we got it. DJ Friedel, sack fly. Score a run for the Reds. And Eugenio Suarez bombs one out into the bleachers, wherever it may have landed. That's a home run. Reds now lead 2-0. Tyler Stevenson will fly out. Nick Gonzalez, here we go. He singles. Brian Reynolds hits it to a double play. Jake Mangum will hit to a single. Got a really quick runner on first. We're going to try to pick off the first. He's safe. Triolo. And that's a big one. Double. Easily scoring to home. That's 2-1 now. Reds over the Pirates. O'Neal Cruz will strike out. Marte will walk. Matt McClain, Big Mac, singles. And now here comes Will Benson. Will Benson. He will hit into a double. 2 runs will come across. The Reds now lead 4-1 with Brian Hayes, a former Pirate, up. He strikes out. Nathaniel Lowe strikes out. Let me try that again. Ellie De La Cruz pops it up. Ryan O'Hearn is now up. Here we go. Top of the third. Ozuna will line out. Joey Bart, we're going to pitch around again. He's going to walk once again. Brandon Lowe pops up. Friedel, come on, brother. We need you now. Looking for your first hit of the season. He walks. Hey, Eugenio Suarez. Actually, we're going to try to steal second. We got the stolen base. Hey, Eugenio Suarez. He singles. Tyler Stevenson up. He walks. Bases juice for Marte with nobody out. Bottom of the third. Braxton Ashcraft is now in a rut.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh.
And they're going to change pitchers. Hunter Barco is now going to come in. That's a strikeout for Marte. McLean, Big Mac is going to try to get something. He got a fielder's choice. No runs come across. And now Will Benson pops up and they get out of the gym. Nick Gonzalez, top of the fourth. He triples off of Andrew Abbott. Brian Reynolds. He grounds out. Jake Mangum. He'll walk. Jake Triolo strikes out. O'Neal Cruz. It's a caught stealing. So O'Neal Cruz will be back up in the top of the fifth. But for right now, bottom of the fourth, Brian Hayes will ground out. Nathaniel Lowe looking for that first hit still. He will walk. Ellie De La Cruz. He gets a single. Now here comes Friedel with one out. Flies out. Eugenio Suarez looking for a big hit. And he was hit by a pitch. Tyler Stevenson. Needs something big from Tyler Stevenson. He will ground out. All right, O'Neal Cruz, top of the fifth. He's up. He pops up. Ryan O'Hearn up for the Pirates. He'll pop up. Marcell Ozuna will pop up. Here comes the red-hot Marte. He strikes out. Big Matt McLean will ground out. Will Benson also grounds out. Joey Bart. He will single. Brandon Lowe. He will will actually hit into a fielder's choice. Nick Gonzalez hits into a fielder's choice. Brian Reynolds hits a double. His first hit of the season. Jake Mangum will ground out. Still 4-1 in the bottom of the sixth. Brian Hayes versus Hunter Barco. They're actually going to switch pitchers. Kyle Nicholas. That's a fly out. Nathaniel Lowe still looking for his first hit of the season. He gets hit by a pitch. Ellie De La Cruz lines out. And Friedel looking for his first hit. He walks. Eugenio Suarez. He walks. Now here comes Tyler Stevenson. He hits a ball. It's going to score one run. Marte will now face a new pitcher. Isaac Matson. He'll hit to a fielder's choice. All right, Andrew Abbott. We're going to take him out of the game and bring Santillan in. Santillan going to try to keep this a 4-run lead. Here in the top of the seventh, Jared Triolo will ground out. Or fly out. There's a ground out for O'Neal Cruz, and Ryan O'Hearn singles. Marcell Ozuna strikes out. Matt McLean starts us off with a single. He will steal for second. He's got it. Will Benson hit by a pitch. Ke'Bryan Hayes. Here goes old Ke'Bryan. Double play. Unfortunately, now Nathaniel Lowe needs a big hit here. He will ground out. Joey Bart. He will not face Santillan. We're going to put in Jake Cousins. Do we dare? No. Let's bring in Pierce Johnson. He will come in.
Number 52.
There's a ground out. Brandon Lowe grounds out. Nick Gonzalez singles. Brian Reynolds, fielder's choice, getting out of the eighth inning. Ellie De La Cruz, here he comes. Facing Johan Ramirez, strikes out. Friedel looking for his first hit, flies out. Eugenio Suarez strikes out. Jake Mangum will now face Pierce Johnson. Pierce Johnson is pitching to one batter, and I want to bring in our closer, Emilio Pagan. He walks the first batter. I don't know why I pitched around. There's another walk. We're in jeopardy now. Ryan O'Hearn, and there's an error. Base is juiced. We're going to jump into this game and try to get another save for Emilio Pagan. Let's jump in.
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Ninth inning here with one away. Tying run at the plate. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Here's a 1-1. And that's fouled off. The tying run at the plate stays alive. And that one is inside.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit. Try to move it around. Create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Joey Bart.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's Joey Bart now. That clips the corner.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Good job to fight that one off. The Buccos down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
And despite the big battle from Marcell Ozuna, it was our guy, Emilio Pagan, coming in clutch. They actually didn't even get the save, actually, because I forgot we were up by 4 runs. But nice way to close out the game. A nice big win for the Redlegs, getting a big division rival win over the Pirates. And now we're rolling in the season. So another big win, and that's going to put us right now. This must be a bug, by the way. I want to bring this up. You come out of a quick sim game and you click circle, or at least on the PlayStation, circle to back out of the calendar, and it takes you right to the menu. So I don't know if this is a bug or not, that if anybody else is experiencing, just thought I'd bring it up. And we are back here. So back at the main menu after that. It's a weird bug. It happened earlier as well. So looking at the... Well, actually, let's go ahead and resim that. Looking at the standings now, we are tied with the Brew Crew and the Cubs at the top of the division. Cardinals 1-3. Pirates are 0-4. Pirates have not won a game, so they're actually looking for their first game of the season. Another little something I want to do is review our sponsorships right now. Right now we got Adidas Silver sponsorship. We get $15,000 per stolen base, which is huge for our team, given Ellie De La Cruz. So I feel like we really, really need to do this. So let's go ahead and we'll bring it up for the in-game ticker. How about that? Adidas sponsoring the Reds. All right, let's go to our next game between the Reds and Pirates. Jose Ucurti and Chase Petty. Chase Petty making a big start. All right, so here we go. Ryan O'Hearn will start off against Chase Petty. Petty, of course, he won the final spot in the rotation in spring training. Here we go. We're going to quick manage this fast. Quick manage. Yeah, there we go. Let's, here we go. Pitch. He's stolen a base already. Ozuna strikes out. Low walks. Let's pitch to contact here. He got a single. O'Neal Cruz. There's a run scored already. Chase Petty in trouble. Strikeout. Gonzalez strikes out. All right, he got himself out of a jam. Now it's our turn. Nathaniel Lowe looking for his first hit of the season. He walks. Here comes Ellie De La Cruz. Hits it to a double play. And Friedel looking for his first hit. He grounds out. Joey Bart strikes out. Triolo walks. I'm going to try to pick off at first. He's safe. O'Hearn will ground out. Ozuna will fly out. Eugenio Suarez will hit a double. Stevenson, he gets a single and ties the game. Here comes Marte. He pops up. Matt McLain flies out. Will Benson hits a single. 2 runners on. 2 outs. Bottom of the second. And a run will score from a single from Ke'Bryan Hayes. Here comes Nathaniel Lowe. Still looking for that first hit. 12 at-bats in. He walks. Ellie De La Cruz. Looking for a little something, little magic from Ellie. He pops up. Brandon Lowe strikes out. Horwitz strikes out. O'Neal Cruz strikes out. 3 straight Ks for Petty. Friedel looking for his first hit. And he just clobbered one. It's gone. A Friedel home run. His first hit of the season is a home run. And it comes a little late in the season. Fourth, fifth game. It doesn't matter though. We're up 3-0. Eugenio Suarez. He pops up. Tyler Stevenson flies out. You know what? Noelvi Marte doubles. Matt McLain. He walks. Will Benson will now face Kyle Nicholas. And that's a run scored. Ke'Bryan Hayes. He scores 2 more, and the Reds are pouring it on in the third. 6-1 with 2 outs, a 2-out rally. Nathaniel Lowe, can he join it with the first hit of the season? No, he pops it up. Jake Mangum strikes out. Nick Gonzalez reaches on an error. Joey Bart flies out. Triolo singles. O'Hearn will ground out, and it's still 6-1 Reds. Ellie De La Cruz flies out. Friedel, he walks. He's going to try to steal second. He just got caught stealing. Eugenio Suarez will face Carmen Majinski. Here we go. He grounds out. All right, Marcell Ozuna still facing Chase Petty. Brandon Lau going to face Chase Petty. He grounds out. Spencer Horwitz, he singles. O'Neal Cruz doubles. Jake Mangum will strike out. Here we go. Tyler Stevenson grounds out. Marte singles. Matt McLain double play to end the inning. Top of the 6th, Chase Petty getting a little low on stamina. We're going to kind of watch him in this inning, give him a little bit of a leash here. Nick Gonzalez.
Now pitching for the Reds.
Oh, never mind.
34, Connor Phillips.
Connor Phillips will go in. I don't know if there was an injury, maybe. Connor Phillips, strikeout. Joey Bart, singles. Triolo flies out. O'Hearn flies out. Will Benson strikes out. Ke'Bryan Hayes. Lau. Oh, Johan Ramirez, by the way, came in. And Lau gets his first base hit of the season. That's a single. And here comes Ellie De La Cruz. Well, Nathaniel Lau is stealing a base there. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I did join the game as a manager. I actually did a full, complete manage. So we're actually in the game. So I wonder if that's affecting this quick manage right now. Well, nonetheless, the Reds they got a runner on with 2 outs. Ellie De La Cruz is up. He strikes out Marcell Ozuna. He hits a home run. That one is gone. It's 6-2. We're going to go ahead and take out Connor Phillips and put in Mole. Mole will pitch. There's a walk. There's a fly out. There's another walk. 1 out. Now Pierce Johnson is in. He strikes out Mangum. Gonzalez walks. And 1 run will score. 1 runner is thrown out. They tried to go for it, but they couldn't. Pirates closing the gap. 6-3, bottom of the 7th. Friedel flies out. Eugenio Suarez flies out. Tyler Stevenson flies out. Triolo hits a double, and another run will score. It's 6-4. All right, we need a new pitcher. Dantian will come in.
Number 64, Tony.
They got brought in a pinch runner. There's a fly out. That's first out of the season. First out of the inning, I'm sorry. O'Neal Cruz walks. Mangum grounds out, and the Pirates get out of a jam. Bottom of the 8th, Marte will face Matson. He walks. Matt McLain picks off. Oh, Matt McLain will pick off. What? Will Benson. I don't like that this is making decisions for me, man. There's a fly out. Okay, top of the 9th, we're going to bring in our closer, Emilio Pagan. Strikeout. Strikeout. Another strikeout, and the Reds have defeated the Pirates 6-4.
First major league win.
All right, so I completely forgot that this was because this was a 4-run lead. Pagan did not get the save, so he got his third save here against the Pirates in that 6-4 win. But also, how about this? He does actually, he actually does get get his first win. That being Petty. Now here we go. We simulated that day. Brady Singer has been placed on unconditional release waivers and removed from the Reds roster. The organization will have 2 days to place claims on this player. If not claimed at this point, the player will then become a free agent. I think I mishandled this. I did. I definitely mishandled this. This is not what I actually wanted to do because he will definitely go. He's definitely going to go somewhere. By the way, Sam Benscoter posted a 0.00 ERA relief pitcher. Did a nice job. So I think we're going to have to call up a starting pitcher because Chase Burns' injury. That's actually going to really kill our rotation. So I hate it for him, but now we're going to have to call up Brandon Williamson to the majors. So we're going to bring him up. He will be our fifth starter into the rotation because I just think we're going to wind up losing Brady Singer. So I hope not, but we'll have to wait and see. So for the next episode, we're going to have our big matchup between Hunter Green and Paul Skeens. Reds, Pirates. Pirates looking for their first win of the season. Meanwhile, Hunter Green and the Reds look to continue their hot streak, looking for their 5th win of 2026. We're going to have to find that out in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this content, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below of what you think you would like to see in the series. I'd always appreciate the compliments and comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, love, peace, chicken grease.